The aviation year of 1935 began in January when Amelia Earhart became the first person to fly solo between Hawaii and the mainland. In February, airplanes were banned from flying over the White House. In August, Will Rogers and Wiley Post died in an airplane crash in Alaska. In November, the Pan Am China Clipper made the first airmail flight across the Pacific from California to Manila, delivering 10,000 pieces of mail. The Army's mobilization plan got a huge appropriations boost, leading to the first flights of aircraft designed before 1935. All became mainstays in World War II. The C-47 Skytrain, the Goonie bird to GIs, rugged, reliable, and adaptable, solved the Army's need for fast, long-distance supply. It made its first flight in December 1935. The C-47, the most famous and most successful aircraft design in history, could carry 6,000 pounds of cargo or 28 fully outfitted soldiers. It could hold a Jeep or a 37mm cannon. In its medical transport configuration, the C-47 held 14 patient stretchers and 3 nurses. The Goonie bird dropped more than 50,000 paratroopers during the D-Day invasion of France. It towed gliders that landed 4,000 troops and heavy equipment on D-Day. The B-17 Flying Fortress was the first operational 4-engine heavy bomber. She was larger, more powerful, and carried 5 times the bomb load of any other bomber of the time. It first roared into the air in July 1935. The B-17 equipped 32 overseas combat groups with nearly 4,600 aircraft in operation at one time in 1944. The Flying Fortress dropped 640,000 tons of bombs on European targets during World War II. The high-altitude strategic bomber achieved its accuracy from the secretly developed Norden bomb sight. The T-6 Texan was the first mass-produced dedicated training aircraft and served until the 1990s. It first rose into the sky in April 1935. The T-6 Texan did everything a fighter does: roll, loop, spin, snap, Immelman, vertical roll, only slower. The T-6 Texan carried bomb racks, blind flying instrumentation, gun and standard cameras, fixed and flexible guns, and just about every other device a military pilot needed to operate. Slow and ungainly, the PBY Catalina distinguished itself in a wide variety of roles in World War II. Its original flight was in March 1935. The same phrases reappear in accounts of nearly every World War II naval battle. A PBY spotted the carrier. Catalinas shadowed the fleet through the night, as the PBY followed the phosphorescent wakes. When the fog lifted, the PBY saw the picket destroyers. The PBY Catalina saved thousands of aircrew downed over water, often under fire, and in seas that would have thrashed a lesser boat. The PBY's endurance showed in what is still the longest time duration scheduled air flight, 32 hours non-stop and unrefueled from Perth to Ceylon. It operated from June of 1943 to July of 1945. These and many other aircraft are discussed in detail in Don W. Lake's book, Significant American Military Aircraft, available in print and electronic form online, and at your favorite bookstore. Please visit orofinopressllc.com or dlakewriter.com for more.